Millions of people have already voted, haven't they?
Yeah, that's right. There's more than 28 million people who have already registered ballots in the presidential election. I mean, it's quite a staggering term of people who have already voted here. And reasonably right now, we're seeing that Democrats are banking this early vote more than Republicans. Now, Republicans are planning to vote, we hear from surveys, a lot more on Election Day. Certainly, they are going to make up much of that gap on Election Day. But polls show Biden to be ahead on average about 9 points right now. And I took a look before coming on with you, and it's interesting to note that if you compare polls 15 days out from what actually happened on Election Day, the median differential between those is 1 percentage point. There's only been 2 elections in the last 12 where it's varied by more than 2.1 percentage points. Now, the Trump campaign will tell you that one of those deviations was 2016, and rightly so. So the Trump campaign very much still sees a way to shoot the gap and win here, but it's going to have to take some movement at the end. The stimulus thing is one of those things that they think is a chance to really move some votes, to say that help is coming. Another one is that final debate at the end of the week that the White House is certainly pointing very, very hard toward.
Actually, Derek, let me just jump in here, Derek and Anna, if I could. I just was thinking, as you mentioned, it's not clear that Republican senators will do what Trump says. The Republican Party has been pretty obedient to the president for the last 4 years. Does it tell you something about their expectations for the outcome of the election if they don't do what he says now?
It would certainly be an interesting deviation. I think it's a good point to make, because polls tell us that Republicans on the base are broadly pretty happy with Donald Trump. Among self-identified Republicans, he does tend to get about 9 in 10 or more saying that they think that he's doing a pretty good job. So to the degree that people are willing to distance on a very key priority of the president, that is indeed notable. The other thing I'd say is this: as you click closer and closer and closer to these election deadlines, the Senate is such that the power of even one Republican senator grows and grows and grows. So there is a chance to stop this. There has been some conversation among some Republicans that they're starting to sound worried about increasing deficits. And Democrats are saying that that's a preparation for if and when Joe Biden takes over, to try and throttle some of the spending plans that he has. So you're actually seeing some of this rhetorical pivot onto things like that, in campaigns, onto being a check against a President Biden. It's subtle. It's not too loud, but you can start seeing it if you look.